In our previous video, we covered how to build a compelling storyline using AI. Today, we're stepping into the director's chair. It's time to bring that script to life visually, shot by shot. This is planning motion, where we design how the camera tells the story. Part 1. Why camera angles matter. Great visuals don't just happen. Every camera angle, every motion is chosen to make us feel something. Think about it. A wide aerial shot makes a character feel small, lost in the world. A close-up brings us inside their mind. A slow pan builds tension. A fast zoom creates depth. A shaky handheld feels raw and real. As filmmakers, we need to plan each shot like a sentence in the visual language of storytelling, and that's exactly what we're going to do with ChatGPT. So, in this example, I'm going to use a horror script that ChatGPT is going to generate for me using the prompt on the screen. Here's the script we were given. Part 2. How to ask ChatGPT for a shot list and visual prompts. Here's exactly what you can type to ChatGPT to turn your script into a cinematic shot list. Edit it slightly for your script. Turn this horror script into a cinematic shot list. Break each of the 6 scenes into 2 camera angles. For each, describe the camera angle, movement, emotional tone, and write a matching mid-journey prompt for a hyper-realistic 4K image. So in total, there should be 12 camera angles for the 6 scenes. Vary the camera angles, for example a close-up and a wide shot. Once you've written that out, you can copy and paste the script you made earlier underneath it. This way, ChatGPT knows what script to use. Once you get your shot list and prompts, you can fine-tune the vision. Want it more suspenseful? Ask, can you replace shot 3 with a slow pan instead of handheld? Want a more brutal vibe? Ask, make the creature design more grotesque and disturbing in the prompts. You're the director, and ChatGPT is your assistant cinematographer. Now you can see it has given us 2 shots for each scene, with a mid-journey prompt to create each image. Now we can copy and paste these over to Midjourney, starting with scene 1. Once you have your images generated for the scene, go over to Kling AI to turn the images into videos. On Kling, copy the camera movement prompt that ChatGPT made for you, and put this into the prompt box. That way, Kling will create the camera movement that the scene is meant to have. Remember, you can use the script you made and the prompts given as a rough guide as to what you want the movie to look like, but you don't have to follow it word for word. If you don't like a scene, take it out. If you think of something else, add it in. You can ask ChatGPT to make the prompts more detailed if needed too. Now that you have generated all of your videos in Kling, you can save them and move over to CapCut to complete the editing process. Now that the videos are in CapCut, we can cut them together, speed some of them up, split some of the scenes up, and add transitions and sound effects. Please watch the sound effects and CapCut editing videos on the course homepage if you are unfamiliar with how to do this. As you can see, I've split one of the clips into multiple segments so that they are quick, fast-paced action shots. I've also added some transitions between the scenes. I've also added sound effects to each scene for increased immersion. I did this using Pixabay. You can see them all here. You need to layer them for added realism. For example, just within this one shot, there is over 13 sound effects. The man's footsteps, the monster's growl, background noise, heavy breathing, etc. The quality of the end product you produce really comes down to how long you want to spend fine-tuning the editing process. Let's take a look at the finished video. As you can see, each of the camera angles that ChatGPT gave to us earlier really worked together to create movie-style direction. We had a mix of close-up shots, mid-range shots, handheld action shots, and drone aerial shots. The different angles helped to frame the scene and set the mood. So, let's recap. From the last 2 videos, you've learned how to use ChatGPT to generate a script, how to change this script into a shot list with different camera angles, and finally edit it all together to create the finished product. The possibilities of AI movie creation are endless. Short movies like this were nearly impossible to make consistently a few years ago, but now with little time and effort, you can let your imagination make whatever you desire.